Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kim. Thank you so much for coming back to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, that way you don't miss out on any of my amazing makeup, hair, tech, travel, all the topics videos. And also hit the little bell, that way you'll be first to know when I upload, and then you can leave the first comment and then we can start this conversation about all the things. So thanks so much for watching, and this video I'm really excited about. I love these kinds of videos. I'm going to show you guys all the foundations I have. So I have 15 different foundations. What's hilarious is I don't even wear foundations every day, but because I recently moved, like I told you guys in my old video, I am looking to purge. Some of them are really old. It's not healthy to put it on my skin at this point, even though I'm sad because I spent a lot of money on some of them, but that's neither here nor there. It's not healthy. So I want to show you guys foundations, what I think of them before I tell some of them to hit the bricks. So keep watching this video. I will try to, in the description box, leave more information and like time sections and stuff. That way you could just kind of skip to what foundations you think you'll be more interested in. But I say watch the whole thing so you can see all the foundations. All right, so let's get started. So I know that I just said it was gonna be 15 foundations, but I just realized that I left 2 on my makeup table, so it's gonna be 17. Let's get started. So my favorite kind of foundation are stick foundations. I have concealer under my eyes right now, which you guys can probably see, and contour, but as you can see down here I have all the different colorizations, and really my favorite foundations are stick foundations because you could just cover those little spots up, take the wet beauty blender, blend it out, and it looks like your real skin but better. And I feel like that's the look everybody's going for. I have a sweaty face, so cream foundations migrate less. Once they dry down, I find that they transfer less, especially if you powder them, and they're just really easy to use and manipulate, especially if you have nails. So those are my favorite foundations. Starting with my favorite stick foundation of all time is the Bobbi Brown. So I have it in 2 shades. I have the 6.5 Warm Almond and this 5.5, the 575 Golden Honey. So this is a cult favorite. I guess I'll put prices in the description box because I don't remember all the prices, but I feel like this one's 45 or 40 something. People go crazy for this one, and it's always constantly selling out and all the things. This one is pretty new. So this is like my wintry overall shade. Because as you can see, that's not the color I look right now. But in the summertime, I try not to wear foundation. So a lot of these shades are going to look really light compared to what I actually now. And don't worry, if you keep watching my videos all year, you will slowly see the progression of my skin going back to what it looks like. And then this is the 5.7 Gold Honey. And I use this for like an under eye highlight. So that's really cute that you can do that with a foundation and like be able to blend it out and get that coverage as if it's a concealer. I really love that. So those are Bobbi Browns. The next 2 stick foundations I have in terms of order of favorite to least is the Hourglass. I feel like this is called the Vanishing stick. Oh, that name is too small to read. Hourglass. It's the Hourglass stick foundation. And I really like this one. This is another really cute one. I'm the shade Almond. And what I love about this one is the triangle shape just makes it so easy to get in here. Because I do have discoloration on my nose right there. It's so easy to spot and put foundation on. And that makes it really convenient and easy to use. It does vanish, like blend easily. And it's just one of my faves. So I really like this. So my least favorite stick foundation, unfortunately, is Fenty Beauty. Now I love my girl Riri, but this is so dry. It doesn't go on smooth. It's almost like, I guess it's trying to be like a matte stick, but sticks need that little bit of oil and moisture to be able to blend in and be creamy. And this is really like ashy dry matte, and I don't really like it. And stick foundations last forever. That's another reason I like them. They never do the oily separating thing like liquid foundations. But okay, so those are my stick foundation faves. Now let's move on to the liquid foundations. Okay, so the next category of foundations are foundations that aren't a good fit for me. So they might be a good fit for you if you have oily skin, or I'll explain each one based on your situation. Might work for you, it just didn't work for me. So starting off with Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. when I first started watching YouTube makeup videos, so I'm gonna say that was like 2010, 2009, this was all the rage. Everybody was Estee Lauder double wear, double wear, double wear, and I was just like, one day I'm gonna get that foundation and it's gonna be amazing. This stuff is like liquid cement. First of all, one of my absolute hates for foundations, especially liquids. Where the heck is the pump? I already have to pay all this money for this 1 ounce bottle and now I gotta pay for a pump. Can you at least, hello? No. So, but this stuff is super, super thick. This whole medium to full coverage buildable is full coverage. And if you want real full coverage, everything going, and I look like one solid color, that's this foundation. I mean, if you could blend it out and thin it out, but it's really, really, really pigmented and it's a full coverage foundation, and I just don't like full coverage makeup like that, so it's never really been my thing. Also, I think the color match was good for me at one time. Like I said, I am coming off summer right now, so a lot of these are gonna look light, but it just seemed, this is the shade 5C1 Rich Chestnut, and that was another thing. The shades were like difficult. Like I spent like, it was me and the Ulta lady like doing 88 swatches on my chin trying to figure out like, oh, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And it's like, it shouldn't be that hard. So, I don't know. I'm just definitely not a fan of it. I do know that Estee Lauder was trying to do this whole rebrand at a time and be like hip and cool. And I do know they have lighter formulas now that are similar to this. But I'm just not really a big Estee Lauder fan. I don't think that anything they have is new or cutting edge. You never hear of a product from Estee Lauder coming out and like changing the game. So I'm just like kind of over it. So this one is probably gonna go in the trash. Next one that's gonna go in the trash is Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. I like a matte look, but I'm finding that I rather put on regular foundation and then powder it or use a matte primer, because this sucks every little daylight, living moisture, sebum, jojoba, whatever oil you think is nourishing your skin is gone after this. One thing I do like about it is the packaging. It's plastic, which when it falls off the table you don't have to like have a mini heart attack like did it break. So I like that, and I do like this little spigot because I use the back of my hand as a palette and it makes it easy to just put it there. But I don't like how opaque the plastic is and you can't see the shades. So I mean, when they're all lined up next to each other, I think it's in a box too, but when you see the samples, like you can tell the brown ones versus the lighter ones because they're like a little darker. But I don't like that you can't see it. So this is kind of old too, so I'm hoping that maybe they repackaged it into something different and better now. But this stuff is way too matte. So if you have like severe, first of all, if your skin is really severely oily, you probably shouldn't even be putting on that much foundation because your skin is already producing so much liquid. Like, but if you are for like a day or something, you want to look special, then maybe try this. But if you have combination skin, be careful with this stuff. All right, next foundation that I'm gonna throw away, this. First of all, this is sad because this foundation is YSL, so you know it costs coin. But Le Teint Encre Depuis Fusion Ink Foundation. Y'all remember when we had this phase where everybody was doing the Fusion Ink Foundation? It was liquid drops that you put on your face and it was supposed to look more natural. Yo, this stuff, when you put it on, it looks like you put glue on your face or something. Like it just dries to like a pasty, ashy color of your skin, and it's just really trash and it looks horrible. I would do it with a beauty blender. I would do it with a brush, with my fingers. I would like put Evian water spray on my face and then put this on, and that would be the only way that this made me kind of look like a human. This stuff, I'm so glad this Fusion Ink phase is over. Like this liquid droppy kind of foundation, this was a total waste of money. And like I said, I don't even know if these brands make some of these foundations anymore. Some of them, embarrassingly enough to say, are like 2-3 years old, and I probably should have been tossed them. But you know, when you move, then it's like, oh, clean house. So this is NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. This foundation is a good foundation, but it's the yellows are too yellow and the reds are really red, so there's no neutral shades. So because even though I have a yellow undertone, the way products oxidize, I usually end up going with the neutral shade around my color, and then it will then oxidize and then have that yellowish tint that matches my skin. This one was just really already yellow and really like, it's very pigmented, opaque, and stark. So I'm not gonna say that I don't like this foundation because it was wearable. It was a little full coveragey, so I didn't like that. But I feel like maybe if I just played around with the shades, which you can do because this is affordable, then I might have liked it more. So I wouldn't this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, I would say try it. I mean, it does say full coverage foundation on the front, so that's my fault for trying to blend it down to medium coverage. But if you're looking for full coverage, then definitely try this out. So, and I mean, also not to like toot my own horn, but I feel like I only want to correct, like I'm very blessed to the point where I have lots of my skin areas where they look great. So I really just want to work on this kind of stuff down here that's going to be discolored. So necessarily covering my entire face with foundation, that's not always my go-to, because especially like right now I have no breakouts on my nose, my forehead's looking clear. Like, let's embrace that. Let's only put makeup on the bags and the discoloration. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So that's why I'm kind of railing against the full coverage foundation. So just to FYI and explain that. All right, more foundations. Let's keep going. Yeah. More liquid foundations. This video is going to be so much fun to edit, and I already said I was going to put information in the box below, so yeah. All right, let's keep going. My favorite liquid foundation of all time, Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour makeup. It has sunscreen, broad spectrum, SPF 15. This foundation, you see that? It's, even though this is like quote-unquote winter color, you can finesse it way more as your shade changes compared to other foundations. I don't know what it is. It's just like, maybe it's the type of pigments they use, or maybe it's just the shade that I picked. I have shade 500 Suede W, so warm. So it just, this foundation looks so good. If I really blend it out and take my time and apply, when I go in these streets, I get compliments of like, your skin's amazing. And I'm like, this is makeup girl, let me tell you about Lancome. But yeah, so I really love this foundation. When it first came out, they had Lupita Nyong'o modeling it. They had so many shades in this, and they work for so many skin tones, so many skin types. Like, whether you have oily to dry combination, this is an amazing foundation. If I have to recommend a foundation to people, this is the one I recommend. Unfortunately, because it's high-end makeup, they see the price and they be like, ooh, what can I get from the drugstore? So I definitely understand that. But if you're gonna buy foundation, this is it. I mean, I haven't tried Pat McGrath yet, and I feel like I'm gonna like that one too. But let's stay on course. Lancome Teint Idole 24 hours, amazing foundation. All right, the next foundation is Fenty. So this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. I am the shade 400. Yeah, I'm the shade 400. That's what I got. This is a really great foundation. It's matte, but it's not like it sucks all the moisture out your skin and life out of your skin. So I really like about that. It's really blendable, really wearable. It's definitely medium coverage, and you can build it up. I just think it's really pigmented. It's true to color. It doesn't oxidize like that, so I like that about it too. All right, keep going. Born This Way from Too Faced. So this is oil-free, medium to full coverage. I'm the shade Chai. I feel like this was one of the additional shades that they added with Miss Jackie Aina, and I really like this foundation. I mean, it's a little thick, so you do definitely have to take that time to blend it out and make it look more natural, but it's really long lasting, and it doesn't oxidize like that. It stays in place, and even with my sweaty nose, like my sweat and stuff will break through, but it doesn't look like runny or crazy on my face, and I'm able to save it even without putting more foundation on. So I really like that about this foundation. Most of these foundations that I'm saying right now are my faves because my sweaty face doesn't look crazy when I wear them. Next is Milk. This is the Blurr liquid. They don't put the name of the shade on the bottle. I feel like I'm toffee though. I'm like 90% sure I'm toffee. I love that this is plastic. I love that this also has a little applicator similar to the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, except the formula is not trash, so it's great. It's awesome for traveling, and you just put it on with your fingers real quick. Love this. This is one of my favorite foundations also. And then this one is YSL Touche Eclat. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think I did pretty good considering I took French. So this is, there's a shade on here, B80. So this is like one of the, they extended the shade range now, but when I first got this, I was like one of the darkest shades. As you can see, this is a better match because this is my summertime foundation. The few times I do wear foundation in the summertime, this is the one I'm wearing. And as you can see, it's like a perfect match for me now. But like I said, give Mother Nature some weeks, and when the sun disappears in New York, I'll be looking pasty again. This is really smooth, really thick, really luxurious. Like when you think about high-end, that other YSL, trash. This one, this is what you think of when you think high-end foundation. Like this really is luxurious. You feel the skincare ingredients in there. It looks really nice. It's really pigmented. SPF 19. And it does have that like glow in it, which makes it really perfect for the summertime because it's like kind of dewy but not like all the way dewy. So if you produce your own oil, you won't look crazy. So I really like this foundation also. Okay, let's keep going. More foundations to come. Okay, so we are coming close to the end. We have 5 more foundations, which I'm going to grab because I have them right here. So I'm gonna start off with 3. These are all NARS foundations, and it's kind of a coincidence that I ended up with them, but I'll start out like how I like them from least to best. This was Sheer Glow in I'm New Guinea in all of them, I feel like. Oh no, I'm Makako in one of them. But this, I feel like they don't even make this anymore, so even more reason why I need to toss it. It was too shiny. Like I want to look glowy, but I don't want to look greasy. And that was really just the case with this foundation. The color was a good match, but it just looked too shiny, and I'm not the kind of person that I like to powder in the street. Like I feel like I want to put my makeup on and let it live its life, and that's it. And unfortunately Sheer Glow did not allow me to do that, so I was over it. The next one was this hold on, I don't even know the name of this one. All right, here we go. All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I barely wore this one. It did last all day. I had no reason not to wear it. It's another one of those liquidy stick ones. I guess, did the stick bar break off, Lord? Oh wait, no, the stick didn't break off. This was a pump. Oh my gosh, y'all, please don't judge me. So I did wear this one a little bit. I mean, when I got it, I was going hard for like the 3-4 weeks that it had come out, but I was never like, oh, this foundation's amazing, I look so great, let me change it. Like I said, because of the Bobbi Brown just looking flawless on my skin, I just have a really high expectations of foundations. The last one is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is my favorite out of all the NARS foundations. I was in the shade M-A-C-A-O. How do you pronounce that? I wish I knew. But also it has a pump. This one was my favorite out of the NARS ones. It really lasted. It blended out easy. It looks really natural, and I like that. So it was a perfect balance of kind of natural matte but still being shiny in the places where I want to be shiny, because it definitely doesn't make sense to be all the way matted out and then you need highlighter because your face is flat. Like, you can still have your skin be vivacious if you have the right foundation. So I really liked this one out of the NARS ones. Natural Radiant Longwear was one of my favorites. Okay, on to MAC. Now MAC I saved to the end because I'm the most nostalgic about MAC. MAC was, when I first started watching YouTube videos, I bought drugstore makeup, and then when I did buy high-end makeup, the first high-end makeup I bought was MAC, like a lot of people. And I was into the MAC collections, and when every time a collection came out, I would be following the collection and what do I want from the collection, and I would be really, really, really into MAC. So the first foundation I ever got, not this specific bottle, but first type of MAC foundation I ever got was MAC Face and Body. And it's still, I was a shade C7. It's still one of my favorite foundations. It looks so great. It looks so nice. If you already have mostly good skin, put that on and then do your little spot corrections with something else, like concealer or something. But this looks really natural. And if you have oily skin, it doesn't completely disintegrate with your oil. If you have dry skin, it doesn't dry you out. A really, really great foundation, especially for beginners. I feel like if you're, well, depending on your age when you're getting into makeup, if you're young and you're like 18, 19 and you have good skin, like you don't need a whole bunch of coverage. Like now that's gonna just make you look old. So I really, really like this foundation. So even now I still use it. And then of course the iconic Studio Fix Fluid. Now this foundation, I feel like you either have a love-hate relationship with it. Some people think it's amazing and it's the best thing that ever happened to them, and then other people feel like it's trash, it destroyed their skin, it's too many chemicals, it's super drying. This is makeup. So like an event, walking the street, on the way to the place, foundation. I would not suggest this for every day because it does take a lot away from your skin. There's some foundations and products like you wash it off and you feel like, ooh, this is like nourishing and I don't feel like dry or stripped. This, you feel it take what it took away from your skin when you wash it off. So if you want to look really cute for the pictures and the cameras in that day, definitely have this in your arsenal. But I would not say this is not a daily foundation. Your skin will definitely suffer the repercussions if you try to wear this stuff every day. Like that's just my opinion. Maybe if you put a lot of, I know people put all kinds of like oil and creams and everything on their face and then put their makeup on, but I have a sweaty face, so if I do too much, then my makeup, everything will just slide off. So it's like eye cream, a little face moisturizer, spray on, dust on some SPF, and then foundation. So I can't really say that this is something I would want to wear every day, especially because I've had so many issues with my skin and acne and trying to like make it right. I don't want to be in a place doing that. But this is an iconic foundation. It is for a reason. There's so many shades. It lasts for 15 plus hours. Like, you should definitely have it in your arsenal for like when you're going out and stuff like that. Definitely love this. Right, so thank you so much for making it to the end of my foundation collection. You are a real MVP. The fact that you are still here, I appreciate you. So I hope this video was helpful. Definitely what I always say, go to Sephora, get samples, go to MAC, get samples, try out these foundations before you buy them. I'm not that sad, but I really wish I wouldn't have wasted my money on some of them. I probably should have returned them, but I didn't. But definitely explore the world of foundations, find what's really right for you, make sure you get the right shade, and then you're gonna end up being really happy with what you have. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time.